Browntown.
I missed her so much. Just
Whenever you guys are ready.
all right. Panj, chahar, se, do.
Yakshimash.
My wife. Welcome to the Dogs of Browntown. I'm Saul Trujillo, your fattest hostess with the mostest. Next to me is...
Second fattest hostess, Hormoz Rashidi. Khayli mamnoon, merci.
And I am Joel Jimenez. I used to be a server, which is a type of hostess.
Fuck yeah, dude. 3 hostesses.
Don't get too excited when I said hostess, because I know you're just like a Twinkie right now.
I set you up for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'll find something to make you insecure soon.
Oh, it's so easy.
No, there's no way.
You just gotta go, why'd you do that? And I'll go, what? What did I do?
Yeah, why'd you do that? Because there was a hostess behind there. That's why I did that. Welcome to the Dogs of Browntown. It's good to be back, boys.
Let's go.
It's good to be back, Hormoz. You were just in the Bay.
I went to the Bay Area, did some don't tells.
Yeah. Cool. What part of the Bay were you in?
Did some shows in Santa Rosa, San Carlos, and San Jose.
Okay. You also said you went to UC Berkeley, right?
Yeah. So I stayed with my buddy in Oakland for a couple days, and then we stayed in the Santa Cruz Mountains one night with Angie's best friend from college.
Yeah, I'm just bringing Hormoz is a liberal dude. Berkeley, dude.
No. Come on. It's not like that, dude.
You're like, I want to go eat vegan pizza?
I want to put flowers in my hair, but I don't have any.
Did you not go get vegan pizza? Did you or did you not go get vegan pizza?
Yeah, answer the question, dude.
It was vegetarian, not vegan.
Okay.
I would never do vegan. That's disgusting.
All right, dude.
Vegetarian is okay, though.
What about freegan?
What's freegan?
That's where you get a vegan pizza, but it's free.
Oh, yeah, I'll eat that.
There you go. He loves a deal.
Loves a deal, baby.
I'd accept it. I'll
Yeah,
still eat it. I'm not gonna like it.
I'll try it.
You know what I like? I like the vegan pizzas that don't put the fake cheese on it. Like if it has really good tomatoes and basil and garlic and
Right, you're saying just don't even fake a cheese.
Yeah, don't fake
just give
the
me
cheese.
a tomato pie that's cheeseless.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
I feel you. I'd probably rather have that than
you would come on.
plastic.
You don't like that?
No.
You want the plastic
Make
on
the
there?
fake cheese better.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, it's just not very good.
I found that the softer ones are good. It's the one that they try to shred like mozzarella that tastes like shit, dude. Like plastic.
What's a softer one? Like
a cream cheese or like that. Those are okay.
Yeah. The vegan cream cheese and stuff that's like cashew butter mixed with some other emulsifiers.
I was working on because I'm thinking about going plant-based actually, and I had to correct myself. I was like, I think I'm gonna go vegan. And then I was like, no, but I'm okay with animals dying.
Yeah,
I'm that type. They're like, no, you mean you want to go plant-based? Vegan is you don't want to eat meat because to save animals. Plant-based is you're okay with the animal.
No,
death.
I think you're still getting it wrong.
Yeah,
I think.
Am I still getting it wrong?
Yeah, dude. Vegan is no animal products at all.
Yeah,
so you're like,
I
I don't want them to die, and I don't even want to squeeze their tip for some milk. That's their milk.
Yeah.
I don't have any right to
I
it.
want to be like that, but be okay with animal death, and that's fine.
I know
You're
vegans who are,
I don't want to. I want to eat healthier.
Yeah.
So I don't want to eat animals, but I want to go hunt and just leave their carcasses around so that they can just decay.
But if you see an elk head on my on my wall, it was personal. You know, that wasn't meaningless
You're
death.
I didn't eat a bite of that elk.
Yeah, no way.
I chopped his head off, left it to
Wasted
decay.
the entire animal. Wasted
See how
the whole
smoothly,
thing.
he just said chopped his head off right now. It's so
It was pretty good. He even did that too. And I was like,
Muscle memory.
Muslim memory. I
And
take
I
that
am
back. I
Aztec.
love it. Shout out to all my brothers in Islam. I'm thinking of converting.
You should.
Yeah.
Are you really?
You should, yeah.
No, but sometimes I do.
Well, okay, just to bring it up.
I took a drive to Vegas with Ramsey, and he really sold me on it.
Yeah.
He just told me some really beautiful shit.
And you
I was
also
like-
ate probably a date, right? Ramsey gave you a date.
I did not from him, but I have had dates recently.
Yeah, and that's if you're Muslim,
Why
you
wait?
get
A
you get
date?
dates.
No fruit will change anyone's religion.
Have you ever had a really good date?
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Wait.
he married her.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
If I had a really good date, okay. No, you as a
No, I'm just kidding.
Muslim would be
Dates are fine.
hilarious. They're fine.
Yeah.
That would be tight, though. I think it would be kind of cool. Actually, I think Islam is Mexicans in Islam is one of the largest growing populations of Islam.
Yeah, it's growing because it was 3 and now it's 5. They just
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
It's a small amount to another small amount.
I could be shameless in hitting my hyena. Not saying sorry. This is the only time that's gonna happen.
I think if you go vegan, you should just for every vegan meal you have, you should kill an animal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, or just buy a pack of chicken and just leave it outside.
Yeah, I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Why do you guys think Mexicans are becoming Muslim?
Oh, I think a lot of them are disillusioned with the Catholic Church, maybe. And were you gonna make a prison joke?
No.
Oh,
I think he's being curious. He's being
there's
serious.
also that probably going to prison doesn't. I think prison's done more.
Prison's
for
probably
Islam
where
than
they
anybody.
get introduced to it, probably, right?
Yeah,
Most
or like
likely.
I don't know. It's just interesting. I'm fascinated by religions that are not what is like the norm. Like we've all sort of eaten this like God Jesus thing your whole life.
Right. Well, Muslims continue the God Jesus thing though. They're
Yeah.
not-
Well-
they don't jump off that. They yes and God Jesus.
That's
and they
okay.
Go Muhammad.
I'm okay with a yes and.
Yeah.
I'm a 2-star
I don't-
general in the Catholic religion. Okay,
Yeah. All right,
so
yeah.
I just let you know I've had.
That's 2 children that
Yeah,
he's molested.
it's true. I've had catechism. I went to confession. I did all that.
Oh, so
I
you're
get
fully-
the
you're
communion.
fully
I'm
fucking
fully in,
in,
dude.
yeah.
And I
I
don't
was a
appreciate
I took
all
communion.
these Mexicans, all these Muslims taking our Mexicans away. They're taking our boys. So I think like I have to go talk to all these priests and go like, look, we got to start making Jesus more brown. Make him black. Throw out. Did you see Black Santas last Christmas?
Don't make them black because a lot of Mexicans would not like that. Not me.
Come on,
I'm
just-
not
no,
one
no,
of
no,
them.
no. It's we Gen Z Catholics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Genesis.
Genesis Catholics. I'm just saying, like we make Jesus black. We get some of the Muslims that we lost. Like you see, we got Black Jesus
He's
now.
got sandals on.
All those footsteps in the
It's
sand.
double Kamel Bell. We're like, look, Black Jesus.
I'm like, boo.
What if,
I got nothing against him. I just
No, I don't.
I might
he's just
panic
not very
about this
funny.
joke and have you guys edit it out later, but instead of
That's how we make you have panic. That was for the Twinkie joke, bitch.
so for Christians they have the Jesus, the footprints in the sand. This one
Yeah.
is this one's 4 footprint. It's camel's footprints in the sand. It's the Muslim version.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Black Jesus. It's just nubs because he lost his
No,
feet
Black
from
Jesus
diabetes.
is obviously Air Force One prints in the sand. And a basketball. All right, I'm done.
No, it's
it's
hard
hard
you're
to dribble
not.
a basketball in sand. I'm not saying only black people play basketball, but statistically,
Then why'd you say that sentence? We didn't believe it before then.
to defend myself, to put up a shield.
Just to dig a hole deeper. That's it.
There was 2 footprints and a Spalding imprint in the sand.
That
That's
did not have. Where'd you get the receipt for that basketball?
That's where Shaquille O'Neal carried me while dribbling.
It's, I
I used
think
to kick into that story all the time. Just like
Kazaam could have been Muslim. Shaq has Kazaam.
it sounds pretty Muslim.
Yeah.
I think he must have been.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, you think he must
Yeah, he's
stop
like
have
genie.
been?
Genies didn't come from like everywhere.
Otherwise, why'd they dress up Shaquille O'Neal like Osama bin Laden? Why'd they do that?
Osama bin Ballin. dude.
Osama bin Laden. You guys remember Kazam?
Yeah, dude,
No,
I have
I
a
never saw
traumatic
it.
story about
You
it.
never saw it? Wait, hold on. How do you have? I've seen it 15 times. It's
I love
an
it.
incredible film.
Yeah.
How do you have a traumatic story about it?
So I was in, I think maybe 5th grade, maybe 4th, 5th grade when it came out, and I wanted the Shaq like shoes, but my parents, they were too expensive. They would not buy me the Shaq shoes. But Payless had some Kazaam shoes. They looked like the Shaq shoes on the top. They looked real, but the bottom said Kazaam along the rubber. And I wore them to school, and I was in class, and God forbid I put my legs back, like, on my toes. And this girl, her name was Monica. She
You, Monica.
yeah, from behind me, she goes, "Those aren't Shaqs. Those are Kazaams."
You know what's up is that both the Kazaam and the Shaqs came from the same factory.
Probably, yeah.
But I just imagine a tiny little Chinese boy. This for the poor ones, the Kazaam. This for the poor ones.
That accent is satirical, though, right?
Nah, that's how I think they
But why'd
sound.
I pick a word that they'd have trouble saying, by the way?
Say how they say it.
Nope. You know what? I have trouble saying it. I take
Well,
that
this is my
back.
impression of a slow person saying it. Satirical.
One time Alex Young said foyer, and I was like, you guys didn't give him enough credit for nailing that word.
Landed it. landed it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But Kazaam's really, it's funny because you do know he stopped making the expensive shoe to appeal just to the lower market, like
Yeah,
Payless shoes.
He made a bunch of money.
He copied Akeem Olajuwon, who's the first guy who was like, instead of selling his shoe to Nike or whatever, he made a deal with Spalding and Payless and had like $20 shoes.
Yeah.
Hakeem
While he was winning championship.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of the first Muslim superstars in the NBA.
We're back.
Kareem, Akeem.
Yeah.
Kareem is so cool, man.
Stephon Marbury had a random deal with like a Chinese shoe company.
Oh.
Because
That
he became a superstar there.
Yeah, but nobody in the States wore them.
There was a
just nobody wore them.
Of course not, but who cares? He's got way more people wearing them in the world than you know.
Yeah, you're
anybody else
right.
Other than Jordan. Jordan's probably got the most, and then it's probably those Chinese people wearing stuff.
Which is brilliant.
Starberries.
Yeah, because made in China. But yeah, we're China. What are you talking about? This is Chinese
I wonder where
owned.
Like if China had to make them like in Bangladesh to like be able to afford to sell them to
Like
Chinese
sell
people.
those shirts?
Oh yeah, dude, my shirts, man, made in the Dominican Republic. Oh, yeah, papi.
Right. Those are made in China, dude.
Made on tattooing.
Oh yeah,
That's
papi.
right.
I can't. I tried to do a Chinese guy doing a Dominican thing, but it did not work out.
What the fuck was it? Oh, there was a skateboarder, Eric Ellington, for a little while. He was like designing. So it might be the same company that did the NBA ones. I think it was like a Chinese company, but nothing ever really popped up.
Did you guys know that it's not racist when New York's Knicks people go bing bong?
No, I did know that.
I didn't know that. It's the subway sound. They're mimicking the New York subway sound.
What did you think it was,
I thought
friend?
it was them making fun of Asian people and being
Oh,
like,
did you really think that?
I really did. I was like, how are they getting away with this?
Well, I think one of the original ways of doing it went with the sound, like bing bong, like, and then the subway sound was in the background of it.
Yeah, I think I caught it later.
Yeah.
And just quickly caught it. Was like, there's a lot of racism
The
going on
sound of
towards Asians.
poverty transportation.
Yeah. Oh man.
That's why Hostess are made in China as well. The ding dong specifically.
They used to be made in my neighborhood. The Hostess Bakery was in Frogtown.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I bet it smelled good, huh?
It did smell good, and when we would walk home from school, sometimes they'd give you like donuts and stuff.
Are the factories still there?
No, it's gone. It's like a movie prop house. Like, you know, this
It was just a
bullshit.
guy in a van
Silver
who's
Lake
like, you guys
fucking
want some
bullshit,
pastries, little
hipster,
kids?
fucking hipster ass careers. I work in production. Shut the fuck up.
It's fucked up because that's the smell of cakes doesn't go away. The smell of jobs go away there because
Yeah.
like you attribute like a chocolate cake smell
But that
to
does
like.
sound like a better job that guy has.
I don't know, man.
Right? In production and stuff, they're probably making
We're
way
talking
more
about
money.
blue collar workers
No,
here though.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
about these fucking these hipster ass looking people who haven't slept in 6 weeks, who are fucking crashing their cars because they're.
That's
they
your
think
neighborhood
it's-
now?
They think it's cool to suffer for their job, but nothing happens.
Don, this is a real person who purposely crashed their car to.
No, I've just
pretend
there
to
were
suffer?
stories a few years ago about they were trying to reshape like production sort of guidelines because people were like working long fucking days, like somebody would like
non-union.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, because they
maybe,
wouldn't let them do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the dudes with the fucking the hat and the black torn up skinny jeans and like the walkie and a carabiner.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like a douchebag.
If we import some Chinese kids, those kids won't fall asleep. I guarantee
no,
it.
they'll do it in
be right on
sandals,
set.
dude.
They'll be right on set.
Do you guys think if fentanyl wasn't in cocaine, there'd be less people falling asleep? How many people used to do a lot of cocaine and then they stopped?
Yeah, they got
and now
sober.
they're
Fentanyl
sleeping?
really fucked up the game because the more, it just makes me realize that there are less creative ideas. You know what I
think
mean?
cocaine brought the creative
Cocaine
ideas?
brought the creative ideas. Going through like, I haven't slept in 3 days. Eureka! You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
that's true, when you're sleepy.
And now guys are all sober now. He's like, I can't find the magic.
I think
It's
I'll-
gone.
You might be onto something,
I'm
dog.
just saying.
Honestly, because when I'm sleepy, I come up with some good ideas.
That's where I come up with good ideas
Yeah.
when I'm about to go to sleep.
Yeah, so you just imagine something like
3-day bender.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how the Little Mermaid was written.
We just came up with it, dude.
Yeah, so you're saying we have to bring back cocaine
Yeah,
without
make
fentanyl.
cocaine great again.
Dearest cartels.
You can't do cocaine underwater either. That's
Yeah,
Or can you? We've been working on technology.
for underwater cocaine.
No, actually, you probably can because there was a person who we all know who invented a nasal spray.
Yeah.
So you could do a nasal spray underwater.
Yeah, but you can't go like this. Go underwater and go.
I've also.
Well, you'd have to have a mask on.
Then you could just do regular cocaine. And then you just put a little rock in there, put that helmet on, go under.
A couple years ago, I did open mic or nasal cocaine.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I was at a hotel rooftop, and they were like, and then this nice guy.
Yeah, he gave you cocaine.
He gave me cocaine. He was like, I'm like, how do I do it? I thought I was supposed to tap it out.
You spread
and then,
your cheeks. You're like,
yeah, off my dick, player. I'm like, no.
That's what you're hoping for.
Yeah,
dude.
I was like, oh man, here we go.
Here's my cheeks.
Rehinge your jaw. Like, no, get out of here. No, he just did that. I did it up both nostrils. It was efficient.
Damn.
Yeah, it was fire.
Yeah, it was amazing. But yeah, I don't recommend doing it. But yeah, this underwater cocaine idea is already a thing. Yeah, these nose whippets are already a thing. You know.
I like when people call them nose beers.
Nose beers.
Yeah. That's an Australian thing, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Australians love coke the most, dude.
I've never been offered ketamine more in my life than in Australia.
That's all they have.
It was
they don't have coke
every night. Somebody brought
that's why
me
they
DMT,
love it when they're here.
And they're like, just do it.
Fun.
I go, I don't want to see God tonight. Like, they're like, oh, just fly. I'm not flying with it. Yeah. Especially in another. I'm not going to Australian prison. Australia is already a prison colony. What are their prisons like?
I bet they're pretty chill.
In my end,
you think you have a good
I think they got probably the chillest prison.
Damn, but you do got to go down under on your cellmate.
Have you done ketamine before?
I've done a little bit of ketamine, like just a tiny little bit.
You?
Hate it.
Hate it?
Hate it.
I thought I never did it until I found out one time I did it. Because I thought what I thought was doing was cocaine, and then one night I was like, I was for sure it was the edibles, but I had lost motor function on my legs.
Yeah.
And then I just couldn't move. I couldn't move.
I think that's the diabetes.
No. It was also my arms. It was everything. I was like laying down, and all I could do was really talk. But I was like up, but I think the edibles made me. I was just a head laying down. But the edibles were making me like, yeah, this is I'll this will be fine. And then like a guy comes in, like I was at a comedy festival. One of the comedy festival organizers comes in, starts doing coke, and I was like sitting there. I'm like, "What's up, bud?" At that point, I'm just a head on a body, and then he's just telling me about
we're
how
all a head on a body. What are you talking about?
But like my legs, I couldn't move, and I couldn't pass out. So I'm just like, "What's up?" I turned into a therapist for this guy. He started talking about like I'm thinking about divorcing my wife, and I'm like, "Oh, talk about it, buddy."
Wow, that's nice.
So I was like, I'm all sorts of like drugs, and I'm like, I've never done ketamine before. I was like, I think I was on ketamine because I couldn't. You lose motor function. You can't move your legs and arms apparently if you do too much of it.
I haven't done that much, but I did a little bit and it was fun. Yeah. And then I did a little bit more and it was awful. And I was like, I'm never doing that.
Why? What was awful about it?
A little bit felt like I was just a little drunk, and then a little bit more. Suddenly my head started buzzing. There was like a buzz. It felt like this weird thing happening in my head, and the drip was disgusting tasting, and I just felt nauseous.
Damn, I'd like to do some right now, dude.
That sounds
I really love
good.
drugs. I can't do them,
That's
but
so
I love
funny.
them.
Yeah?
You just gave such a negative review, but you still were like,
That's the problem, dude. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, that constant, almost faucet-like drip on the back of when it's like really good drugs, you're just like, this is the greatest day ever.
But then it's going into your stomach and only slowly getting you higher.
You shit it out.
Whereas if it's like really finely ground, it should be crossing the blood-brain barrier through your nasal passages.
Yeah, but this is
Shut up with your science.
It just makes me go loopity-loop and be very confident. That's it. That's all I know that happens if I take a snort. Or I'm just glad I never got into needle stuff.
Ozempic?
Yeah. Needle stuff. Then I'd have Ozempic face.
Insulin.
Aw, that last one was me. I hope I die of diabetes now. So that, dear God, please give me diabetes so Joe feels bad.
Yeah, God has something to do with it. It's not,
God's my sugar dealer, bitch.
Yeah. Your insulin needle is the size of the Seattle Space Needle. All right, I'm gonna stop. This felt bad.
You're on Kill Tony, huh?
Yeah.
Famed Kill Tony drummer, Joe Jimenez.
Yeah,
Fuck, man. You done?
I'm done.
You done cursing your friend?
I'm done for now.
You fucking bald gypsy. How dare you? I'm in here dressing like hipster Mr. Clean.
Hell yeah.
He's telling us he's going vegan. We're like, you're going to get diabetes.
Hey guys, I'm being real vulnerable here.
Guys.
I'm thinking about not eating animals anymore. You're gonna die.
Well, how are you gonna start this? You didn't talk about what's your plan.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gay. What are you talking about?
I was vegetarian for 6 years, and the first year was just pizza, bean and cheese burritos. From El Taco.
I know. That's that.
Yeah.
If I ever do become vegan, that dirty vegan, the dirtiest of plant-based people.
Felipe's joke.
Well, vegetarian's easy too.
Yeah.
Felipe goes, I tell people I'm vegan, and they go, "What do you eat? Crops?"
Such a funny joke. Such a funny joke. Because I was like, you don't eat crops. That fool eats imitation Philly cheese steaks.
Yeah, he's doing
They're good.
Yeah, I bet.
They taste like Philly cheesesteak lights. It's crazy. It's nuts. They're like I took my wife to Monty's, a vegan place.
Oh yeah,
that place is delicious.
Yeah,
because it tastes like that's how strong meat it is a food. You got to put food together to make it taste like it.
They always come up with little things. They go like, oh, it turns out that the fake meat is like, if you eat too much of it, is bad for you in this way. It's bad for you in that. It's like everything's bad.
Yeah.
You know, everything that seems like it tastes really good. There's no fake version of good shit.
I'm just trying to give my heart a cigarette break. So let's say it affects my pancreas. My pancreas could take a little hit. You know what I mean?
That's the trick. Is you go a little bit of the fake meat, a little bit of the real meat, a little bit of chicken.
So everybody gets their 15. Yeah. Everybody gets their designated 15-minute break.
I honestly can't do that though. I can't do a little bit of beef.
Yeah?
Like, I just love it too much. And if there's a fake version, I'll just eat that nonstop. And then it'll be bad for me because of the fake chemicals that they put in it.
Yeah. You could eat the same thing over and over?
Yeah. I mean, I might just switch to just chicken and fish and cut pork and beef out. But, man, those are my favorite two meats.
Same, dude.
Well, pork and beef? Yeah.
Beef is my favorite.
Beef is my favorite,
Chicken's
but Al Pastor at the Mexican joints is my favorite meat.
Like Korean, dude, I'm doing like fucking bulgogi and fucking it's
brisket and bulgogi all day.
I mean, I personally like just barely freshly killed veal. I like that. I have to watch it. I have to watch it.
He likes to pick out he goes like, I want that one.
Like we're in a giant lobster tank. I go to a farm like a lobster tank. I go, that one.
Take the bottle
weakest
out of that
weeks.
one's mouth.
Yeah. It's like it's just bored. As soon as it learns to walk.
Wait till it takes its first breath.
Now kill it.
Yeah.
He sent it back too. He's like, no, I want you to kill that one instead.
Yeah. This one fell 10 minutes of sunshine. I don't like it.
God,
send it back.
It's tainted. Yeah.
I did have amazing rack of lamb that Angie's like.
Lamb have tits?
Yeah, dude. Fucking the nipples. But it was so good. I was like, oh, this like baby sheep, right? That's a lamb, right?
Oh,
it's like
no.
Baby sheep. I was like, it was like the smallest little pieces of meat on its rib bones, and they were so tender and amazing.
Yeah, but have you ever had old lamb? Like, have you had
sheep.
mutton?
I think it's called
No,
mutton.
it's mutton.
Mutton, yeah.
And it tastes exactly like how it said. It sounds like something. It sounds
doesn't taste
gross.
good?
It sounds rough
I've never had
and
it.
gamey. I don't want a fucking goat that's lived a life. You know, I've fucking seen trauma. Fuck that.
Did you say you don't want to fuck a goat?
I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
But I also don't want to eat a goat that's been like abandoned by its owner. You know what I mean? I don't want it to stuff that's felt like
Jurassic Park style
crying. Like a goat that's cried. You want to eat that goat? No, you want to eat the barely take a breath dead. You know what I mean?
What's this goat that's owner left him? What are we talking about?
I'm just talking about like you. I want a fresh animal that hasn't the meat hasn't gotten tough because of life.
Like cows you eat. Cows live a tough life and their meat tastes great, right?
No, sure. But if you give me, have you had veal before?
Yeah, I love veal.
I used to do a joke about how the veal.
But beef is great too.
I ate a veal TV dinner once, and I was like, "This is what's wrong with America."
No. That's not even veal.
A veal TV dinner is.
Dude, that's eel. That's vegan eel.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like, it's just it tastes like the tenderest of cows because it hasn't lived a life yet. Yeah. It's delicious.
But like filet mignon is crazy tender too. Like you can get good cuts of beef that are crazy tender too.
Yeah.
I think I'll eat
veal. I'm cool with eating veal. I'm not against eating veal.
I'm the Crystalia of meat eaters, dude. Send me the babies.
You're the Catholic priest.
Yeah. They're like, hold on. I was like, okay, send me the guy who's technically a cow about 10 days ago. You know what I mean? we're going to go on the fence. Let's be on the fence here. It was a cow in fucking Illinois, all right?
I bet Indians hate veal the most, right? Because they hate eating cows in general. If you're killing a baby cow, to an Indian, that's like the biggest crime.
No. I can't believe I'm saying all these crazy things about veal. I swear to God, if PETA comes and throws blood on us, I'll use it to make a soup. That's how much I'll double down. I'll double down. Bring that blood. I'll go, nom, nom, nom.
Dude, that would be sick.
That'd be gross.
If PETA attacked us, that would be pretty cool.
I heard Saul went to PETA's offices because he thought it was a bread company.
Yeah?
I'm sorry. All
right.
Oh, dude, but
I've been looking for shit to make fun of Hormoz for, but it hasn't popped up.
It's too easy of a target.
No.
I'm dressed like a target right now.
Speaking of pita breads, though, I sent you the thing already. I'm going to explain it to Joel. It turns out that the Spaniards that came over and conquered Mexico were from, like, Arabic descent.
Yeah.
And they liked eating kebabs and flatbreads like pitas. And they came over and yelled at the like natives and were like, make us kebabs with flatbread. And the natives were like, we can't. We don't have the grains that you have. So they're like, do it. And so they made them with corn. And that's tortillas and your meat.
Well, I don't like how
all of your culture, from al pastor being shawarma to what I just told you, you're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm boycotting.
You guys are
boycotting all Mexican food now.
You guys are Arab 2.0. You guys are Arabs 2.0.
I like how you said yelled at, like that wasn't like, hey, we're going to kill your first newborn. Come up with a torta right now or we'll kill your daughter. I like how yelled at.
Genocide.
Instead of genocide. For every taco that's not made, we'll fucking kill 10 orphans. What are you talking about? Yelled at. And weren't they? Aren't you like the Spanish, which were self-hating Arabs? Is that what that said?
It's like because of the Muslim population that moved to Spain, and then the Inquisition like forced them out and shit. Like there was a lot of people whose culture was pita bread and kebabs. And so when they came over, they were like, make us pita bread and kebabs. And they were like, we can't. And they're like, you better. You know, we've killed you saw how many people we killed. You don't want us. And then they were like, all right, here's tortillas.
We don't, like, people are like, why are Mexicans such good cooks? We don't have a choice. Because we don't. We have a cucuy-like man.
That's true.
That's just Hormoz that comes in the middle of the night and goes, make me fucking burritos right now. Make me burritos.
Sorry.
That's not cool, dude.
Sorry, dude.
My bad.
But don't you guys love tacos?
No.
Yeah.
Man, we were just living a good life, eating fucking hearts, beheading people, chopping people up, eating berries and shit. And then you guys, you fucking self-hating Arabs, the Spanish, came and said...
it was self-hating Spanish Arabs.
You pretty much came in like Italians. Make food like how my mother used to make. It's like, no.
That's not pizza.
That's not pizza.
That's not a fucking...
It's the best we could do. We're worshiping a sun god going like it's the best that we could do. We're like, nah, better.
And it's that they're not the real Spaniards, because the real Spaniards would have been like, yeah, no, we love staying in Spain. Why would we go across this ocean to this new land?
Yeah.
Spain rich,
Imagine
we're going to stay here.
Arabic with a terrible Spanish lisp. I can't even. I was gonna. Gross. It even sounds gross in every language. Ew. I took that for something accurate.
You're like, that was real.
That was real. Farsi. Make us tacos.
That's crazy, dude. That's like the bad guy in the 300, the fucking with all the gold.
Yeah,
that was.
That's why Mexicans extra love that movie, because that dude.
That
goes
was Cyrus
down.
the Great.
Well, 300. Right? They thought it was about how many people they could fit in a car.
It's about how fat I want my girlfriend to be. My torta.
That movie depicted the Persians to be the ugliest, craziest.
That was pretty. It was pretty racist. It was pretty bad.
Their leader, who was the first person to have a human rights declaration for everybody who's in the empire. It's called the Cyrus cylinder.
The first they.
They made him a they.
They made him a they.
They made him a
that
they.
was wild.
And they made the story about how the Persians got their asses kicked, when in reality, the Persians won that battle. and they took over for a while, and then they lost years later. So fuck you, Greece.
It's pretty fucked up because the movie depicted like for one Greek person added up to like 10,000 Persians. It was 300 versus millions of dirty
it is
Persians.
a true story that 300 Spartans like held off the Persians by like taking over just a little impasse where they could a little sliver, and they fought them off and allowed a lot of their like stuff to be moved to other areas of Greece, and like they saved a lot of stuff, and they were heroes, and props to the 300 Spartans. They were, however, pieces of shit who were like molesting other younger Spartans and shit. It was like part of their weird Greek culture, which is why also once again Greek is a term for anal sex.
You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that.
They butt fuck.
The Greek in the cave, dude.
The Greek in the cave.
Oh my God. I theorize Greece is the first culture to ever come up with the time machine because I just imagine a bunch of Greeks, 300 Greeks go back with like machine guns, and that's how they're taking out all these Persians. You go back to the fucking scroll of just.
What if like you find out like some hieroglyphic drawing of them like handing over vapes?
This'll get them. Oh fucking shit. I miss, that was such a good movie though.
It was a fire movie.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, but I would feel some type of way if it was millions of Mexicans that were like if they made the Alamo and then 300 but like 300 Texans like. Well, that was the Alamo. It was like 13.
The Alamo Mexico?
No, the Alamo was like. No, the Alamo was 13 Texans holding off a Mexican army or some shit. Damn. It's their version of 300. But hey, we got them. We got those 13 Texans, dude. Oh, yeah, we killed the shit out of them. Every time I go to the Alamo, I go W, doggy. W. Yeah. That's a W for us.
What was the name of the guy who wore the raccoon hat? He was one of those guys.
Crockett?
Davy Crockett was one of them, right?
Davy Crockett shit, all right? Yeah. You're going to kill a raccoon and put it on your head?
Davy Crockett sounds like an open micer name.
Yeah. It does. It sounds like...
Give it up for Davy Crockett. Hey, what's up?
He would also have a raccoon hat.
Yeah, he would.
Unironically, he would have a raccoon hat.
He'd do it. His opening joke would be about it. Like, can you believe I left the house like this? And you're like, yeah, you put it on. You can take off the fucking hat.
Don't worry, guys. I didn't hit it with my car.
I hate wardrobe-based comedy. Like, when somebody's like, can you believe I have this shirt on? It's like, you fucking wrote the joke. You wore the shirt.
Some guy at the set of the night, or TV head.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, no, yeah. I went for a little walk when he went out.
TV head.
Yeah.
He's just a dude who has like a screen that he puts over his face.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That guy, actually.
I didn't hate it. I thought it was funny.
Right?
My back was hurting, so I had to get up and go for a little walk.
Oh, yeah. Hormoz is like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and then he comes back
like
a little bit like you know, less stressed than he was while watching.
Yeah, no, I went and smoked weed, smoked a cigarette.
Jerked off.
But also, I was like, I could skip.
You smoke cigarettes?
I try not to, but I did.
He smokes them like he's like, I'm gonna be bad today. He smokes them like that.
I only smoke them when I'm at the Comedy Store, which is every single day
time,
of my
all
life.
the time. Like a fat girl. Like I only eat fries when I'm around my friends. You're codependent, you fat bitch.
I only drink soda when I'm drinking liquids.
Okay. All right.
It's like only when I'm breathing.
So yes, he smokes cigarettes.
Yeah, no, I gotta stop.
All right, cool.
But he's one of those. Bum. He's a bum.
I'm a bum.
He doesn't buy them.
But I bum them from people who smoke my weed.
Bum Laden.
This is true.
I mean? It's like I'm like I spend more on my weed than the one cigarette I take.
You do, and you do start a circle, and you let some people go. No. Make that left with their circles. But if the circle, like people start smoking
if
the
joint.
joint.
My friends throughout the circle.
I've seen you do it to strangers.
But there's friends, no. If there's friends in the mix, though,
I
won't let it go just to strangers for forever. But if you're in the mix of a bunch of strangers, or if Shayna is in the mix of a bunch of strangers, I'll be like, let it get to her.
I thought when we were at Crack 'em Up, you had to spell. He was like, don't give it to them. I was like, them? Hormoz.
Yeah, what the hell does that mean?
Well,
no, I get it. I get it.
I don't want to become black.
Whoa!
You can catch black.
Yeah.
No, I wish I could become black. That would be so fucking tight.
Your back wouldn't hurt.
Wait,
dude,
you started
more
over?
athletic, better at comedy. My back wouldn't hurt. I can look up to myself.
But you'd be late a lot.
I would be late a lot.
More than you already are.
Am I late all the time?
Well, you were honestly, as far as like 1990s black guy, you were the most stereotypical 1990s black guy at the Comedy Store. You were always not working, smoking weed.
Oh yeah. When I worked.
When you worked there,
but I clocked in.
You clocked in. You had the gift of gab. You're like, and then you went to go smoke weed. You're like, that guy's got it.
Well, this is when we used to be able to make money.
Yeah.
And I would just make money, and as soon as the money making was done, I was like, well,
you did your part.
And I'm like, I've been here for so many years. Somebody newer than me can watch the room.
You're not making my what I'm saying wrong.
No.
Yeah, because you're just like, I got to make money. All right, fuck bitches, smoke weed. And I'm like, Hormoz.
The best was back in the day when like.
Day, that's my cousin's name.
See, dude, you can't help it, dog.
We would like make so much money that I would pay Ron Taylor, Fury, to just come work the last couple hours of my shift, and so I would work for like if it would be 2 main room shows, I would work the beginning of the main room show, then we'd go chill, second main room show work, and then Ron or Fury would come and finish me. Yeah. So I'd work like 3 hours, give them $100, and be out with like a rack.
Yeah.
Damn. Pimp shit. So am I incorrect here?
No, you're not incorrect.
I was tripping yesterday about how when I started at the store, you guys were both still working there. It's just crazy how much has like moved on since then.
Yeah.
You want to know what's funny is that I had assumed you were, when you started working there, I was like, yeah, that's great. But I assumed that you moved to Austin.
Nah.
I assume, because I knew you're an LA guy.
Yeah.
But like in my head, I was like, oh, he's killed Tony. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then, but like, so like when I never saw your stand up, and then like when I saw you as a door, I was like, this is the greatest move for him.
Cool.
Because
I didn't even know you wanted it when I found out. You were like,
that's
I got
another
it.
thing. I had no idea
I didn't even know you wanted it. I would have recommended you.
I don't know that I did either, but when I got hired, Richie was like, you could have had this a long time ago. We just thought like you were already touring, you were like doing stuff.
Yeah, that's what I assumed too.
I just didn't, I don't know. But it was great. It worked out.
It's made you a better stand-up.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, which is exactly the whole point of this, right?
Yeah.
Dude, speaking of which, like, it's because of, like, okay, so because of the Comedy Store, working as a door guy, watching Greg Fitzsimmons deal with a guy passing out who had like a heart attack once.
Oh yeah, I was there.
Remember that?
Yeah.
When this similar thing happened, a guy passed out at one of my Don't Tells this weekend. I was able to tap into that muscle memory, and immediately I was like, is there a doctor? No.
Yeah.
Is there a nurse? Boom.
Yeah.
Everybody clear, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, and people were like, wow, you handled that so well. I was like, it's because I've legit saw somebody with 30 years doing it. And I was like, okay, so that's what you do. That's what you're supposed to do in this chaos.
I love it because they'll like make sure the person's okay, they got help, and then once it's clear, they'll like do a joke about it.
Yeah.
You know?
Once the guy
was my comedy that bad? Or like whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did a joke about how the guy was just trying to get CPR from the girl who was helping him.
That's nice. Hell yeah. Can you do that? I'm going to fake a fucking heart attack.
He's like, I breathe through my dick.
Yeah. I'm drowning. That's why I swim fully submerged with my dick out of the water.
Yeah, somebody give me air.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was like submarine tactics. You know what I mean?
It is kind of, yeah. I can also see. You know how birds shit and poop or piss through the same hole and have sex? That's my dick.
Oh, I thought a bird was going to shit directly into your dick hole like a submarine.
No, that'd be cool, though.
That would not be cool.
It depends who you ask.
I guess you.
Yeah, it's cool.
You're wasting a big dick. That's all I'm saying.
And I am definitely wasting it. I am wasting it.
So you had fun. That your Liptar trip to the Bay was so fun.
So fun. Shows ripped. Yeah. Shout out Tony for booking me. Hell yeah.
Yeah. I went to the Renaissance Fair.
I saw that. You should have bought that dragon shirt, dog.
I almost did. I
was like, when you started,
you should go. It's fun.
Please buy that shirt.
You should go. It's fun.
I've never been, but it seems fun.
Bobby Lee was apparently there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Seems like a place Bobby Lee would be.
Really? I don't know him like that.
They dressed in like old school Korean like gear or like Asian
cool.
gear. Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. I bet you they weren't like. But I saw like, were they white kids dressed in Korean gear? Because that's what I saw. I saw a bunch. Like
that's crazy.
Like white ninjas and stuff.
Yeah, but then again, fair's fair. You saw a bunch of Asian dignitaries too. I was like, yeah. You weren't back then those times either. You weren't during Dragon times.
What is ancient Korean? What did they look like?
I don't know. Probably
I don't
pretty
know.
fucking cool. That's an old culture, man. I
Yeah,
trip
no,
on,
for
like,
sure.
How old like Chinese culture is? It's fucking insane. You know, the first drum was found in China. Like the first recorded instance of like a handmade drum was in China,
Oh, there's no way.
and it had alligator.
Wait, I
skin.
believe that. You don't believe that?
No, it would
I
have
believe
to be.
all.
That's what I
most
thought.
of
I
our-
thought it was Africa, but
Yeah, it would
wasn't.
have to be Africa.
Well, I
But
feel like-
it doesn't say they didn't make it. The first one that was found and recorded was in China.
Interesting.
That's just what somebody told me.
saying Chinese people don't got rhythm.
I would think it would be Africa, and
can't
then if
say
not
anything.
Africa, the Middle East, and then it would go.
Yeah,
to
the
China.
options. It was a quiz thing, and the options were like China, Vietnam, some other fucking place, and then Egypt.
What you're
I
probably
said
thinking
Egypt.
of is a drum that it was played in Africa, but then you look under it, it says made in China. That's what you're probably
That's
thinking.
it.
I think that's what you're probably thinking.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That in my shoes.
No, the Renaissance Fair was super fun, man. Like, it's my second time going, and I like to go to let like I go, I bully a little bit,
Yeah.
and then go, no, these people ain't too bad. And by the end of it, I'm full. Like, I'm gay. Let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
Did you dress up?
No. I'm not that. I'm a cuck.
Yeah.
I'm a cuck at the Renaissance Fair. I'm like, that's right,
just wanna
Daddy.
watch every
That's
video.
right. You dress up like a knight, Mama. I'm a cuck at Renaissance Fairs. I like to watch.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what if I would. What would you even dress up as? That's
Well,
not,
it was
that's not, like, completely embarrassing.
RenCon.
A suit of armoire.
Yeah. Well, it was RenCon theme. So like that week you could dress up like whatever you want. So like that's why there were like people dressed up in like Dragon Ball Z shit.
Yeah.
There was like people dressed up like Trekkies. There was all sorts of like all
okay.
different races doing different things. That's why
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
All of
But I
them-
want most of them to be dressed like medieval people. I want to walk
Well,
around.
The actors are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay, so it's full of actors doing.
there's
like,
full of actors that like volunteer. Which Renaissance Fair is a privileged thing to do. Like if you're acting in it, like I talked to Sheena about it. She did it in high school, and they like it's like
apply?
when you do karate. Like you pay money to like, you don't got a skill. You just like you're a weird actor during the summer. Like they pay a specific amount of money for the
It's a
outfits.
scam.
Well, no, it's
So it's like so it's like slaves that they get who like get
Yeah,
convinced
nah,
that
it's
they're
worse.
part of a bigger thing than yourself.
Volunteer
You're part of the
slaves.
Renaissance Fair.
there's like part.
Oh, do I not get paid? No, you get to be part of something bigger than yourself. The Renaissance Fair.
No, they get a hold of.
right?
That's exactly what the guy
That's
looks
what's
like.
happening.
They
dude.
get
That's
a hold of
fucked up.
autistic kids that go, I just want to hang
Even
out and
worse.
dress up like a ninja. They go,
Yeah.
are you? Come on.
Get in here.
Yeah. Give us $100
You
though.
have to pay. Yeah. It's like, wow.
How much did it cost to get in?
I don't know. She done bought the tickets.
Oh,
and she
sorry.
got front row. She got front row parking too. And I was
Nice.
like, "Fuck yeah,
That's nice.
dude! This is nice."
Where is it?
It's in Irwindale.
Oh yeah,
I don't know where that. I have no idea
I
where
was
that's
gonna
at.
guess San
racetrack
Bernardino.
there, yeah.
I was gonna guess San Bernardino.
There's a racetrack
Yeah.
there. Man, we don't do nothing cool.
I won tickets from a radio station once for some fucking race there. I went with my dad.
Was it fun?
Was it cool?
It was cool, yeah. It was fun.
Okay. I saw a lot of big chichis.
I bet.
Yeah, like not.
all squished in.
Yeah,
And,
a
like,
lot of
popping
forced
up,
big
yeah.
chichis.
All
Lot
that
of,
tells
like-
me is that you just kept your head down the whole time.
Yeah, well, I'm the one who went it out there. That's how you get more. That's how you get more tips. You know what I mean? That's what my wife said. That apparently the ones with the chicks with the fatter tits apparently have like more tips. I was like,
Yeah, no shit.
no shit. What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yeah.
like they're the most popular bartenders. I think no. And then I
Something's
looked at
never
the
changed,
lines,
yeah.
and there was one chick with the flat chest, one chick with the big chested chick had the bigger line. I was like, oh, even
Yeah, of
here,
course.
even here, nerds aren't accepting. They
Oh,
say
dude.
it is.
Nerds are the most fucking
Yeah.
horny.
The guys who've never seen a tit, of course, they're gonna go towards the most tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard the word huzzah a lot. They would
Oh,
go
shit.
huzzah every time they get a tip. Huzzah! I was like, oh, this is gonna be like when you go to a fucking what's that place called?
Cold Stone?
Cold Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would just give them huzzah, huzzah. Like, keep saying it, bitch. You fat wizard. Keep saying it.
That wizard. Dude.
There was a joust. The food was fine.
Yeah.
Like the food is like carnival food.
You eat a damn
Right,
turkey
like
leg?
a turkey leg that's all dry.
Yeah, I got it 2 years ago, and it's exactly that. You got to throw away half that motherfucker anyway.
Apparently all those turkey legs, like at Disneyland, they're made from male turkeys.
What's wrong with
somehow made it gross to me.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Gotta eat some fucking dude's thigh.
You're like, I have a...
like, what?
My gender will not eat my own gender.
Yeah.
I'm not a gay turkey eater.
I'm a gay turkey eater. I'll eat.
I'll
if
eat
it's
a
a
boy or
boy
a
turkey,
girl.
I'm gonna eat his asshole.
You're gonna gobble,
the whole
gobble
all the
it
way
down.
up. I'm gonna eat his
Gobble it
asshole.
down, yeah.
Gobble it down. I'm a butterball though, you know. But it was
do male
fun.
turkeys have bigger legs? Is that a
I
thing?
guess maybe.
Wow.
I don't know.
If I'm gonna be sexist here, I'm gonna say yeah, they're totally way more swole. They're way bigger. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? It's just genetics, you know.
Are male turkeys bigger?
I don't know. I have no
I don't
idea.
even
This is where I panicked.
No, not the turkey sexism.
Guys, I think we should delete that part about the turkey.
About the turkey sexism. That's
Yeah.
not cool. But like, I mean, yesterday. I mean, not like every day is a fat fuck day, but yesterday, in particularly, fucking, I went crazy. Because we went to the Renaissance Fair, and then but also in our neighborhood the Thai festival was happening. So like a 3-block radius was like I couldn't park into my apartment.
Really?
I forgot the night before that they cut everything off. So it was like, bro, I had fucking Thai fries. I had
What's Thai fries?
dude. It was like
They're just
this.
called Thais.
Yeah. They're just they're like French fries with like some Thai meat seasoning on top with like a quail egg and onions and like this sauce. Some of the best. Oh
Damn,
my
that
god,
sounds
damn
good,
it!
man.
And then we got like, too many things. I'd rather not talk about
it. I would have gone to that. We just got back yesterday from the Bay, and I was like, I want Mexican food tent burritos. So I went and got 2 huge al pastor burritos from the one on Vine and Melrose.
Yeah.
You didn't have to go there like it was a FEMA camp. I haven't had food for days.
Yeah.
Dog, I should have just got one for me and Angie to share. We would have been great. We would have gone to bed, felt good in the morning. I just all night was just burping this al pastor burrito.
You ate it like you over ordered Taco Bell, but that's you'd be
But you
fine
can
with
always
that.
heat it
You
up
can
later.
heat it up later.
Yeah.
You're fine. You going to like the source, like the real shit.
It was
You can't
so
have the real
much.
shit before
it was
bed.
So much,
Yeah.
dude. My acid reflux. Oh, it was miserable last night. But if you want the best fucking biggest burrito for
Yeah.
$12
It is really good.
at the pavilions,
Yeah.
oh, it's so good.
Wait, is it just a tent?
It's just
Yeah.
a tent at the pavilions that's on the corner of Vine and Melrose. It's on the Melrose side.
Yeah. It's across the street from the gas station.
Yeah.
Hello, ICE. It's a Latino for Trump here.
Dude, if anybody fucking fucks with them, I will fucking murder you.
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up.
Allegedly.
You have to like be low key about like, wait, what do you? No, it's a secret spot. Why, you don't want people there? Certain people. Certain people there. You a cop? You know, you got to tell me a cop before I divulge my Mexican food plug.
I'm trying to cop one of these burritos.
Dude, if you go get a burrito there and you see ICE taking those guys down, riot right then and there and just beat
Or
the
any
shit out
vendor
of
in
them.
general. You know, how about any
Yeah.
vendor?
Some vendors can go. These guys
Hormoz!
do such good work, dude.
Oh my god.
No, any vendor.
Any vendor. That's the singer for Pearl Jam, right?
Any vendor, dude. That's great. Fuck.
Sometimes I surprise myself.
I had French fries at 2 different places. That's right. I had
tight.
Bang Bang fries yesterday.
Good, man. I love it. I'm
What?
all about it.
Well, you'd have been right there with us
Yeah,
if you'd have
for
been
sure.
eating. Yeah,
Yeah.
you like to eat a
I'm a
bunch.
hungry boy, dude.
No, hey,
We still haven't done
Hungry man.
our,
Thank you.
You're a
our,
hungry
our
man.
hot dog competition.
I know. We gotta do it.
The Glizzy Gobblers competition.
Yeah. The gawk.
It's such a bad idea.
Yeah, that's why I don't want any part of it.
Such a bad idea.
Yeah.
What if we
It's
got
just
just hot dogs instead?
But
It'd be
no
too
matter
expensive.
what we did, eating more hot dogs than is enjoyable to win a competition is gonna make us both feel like shit.
Oh yeah, dude. You're right.
It's such a bad idea.
I'm almost sad you remembered.
No, I don't want to do it.
You guys could also, the baby carrot competition. Maybe no.
Yeah. No. That's
How
why I
many
turn
baby
it to
ca-
you and I go, fuck that.
I fit 35 up my ass.
Yeah.
How many can you
You're supposed to
fit?
eat them.
Oh.
You're like, but I win?
Also,
Then it's all start falling out.
you're wasting your time. Just go one big carrot, man. One big carrot. How many times are you gonna do? I'm talking about one big.
Oh, that sounds violent.
Yeah, versus one fucking Pez dispenser, like. I'm talking about in there.
I tie them together with strings, so it's like beads.
Yeah. Anal bead baby carrots. I've been there.
It's Easter.
Gotta get them in somehow. Gotta get that.
You look like an anal bead.
Yeah, I do. Like, why's your skin orange? I've been fucking boofing carrots, dog. What are you talking about? You've been eating.
My eyesight's great.
Yeah, my brown eye can see perfectly. Yeah.
I can see like a hawk, you know?
See a cock like a hawk.
Yeah, see a cock like a hawk, man.
Oh.
Cock Country 103. Fuck. Okay, you guys got anything coming up?
I don't know. Go to Joel Jimenez Comedy. That everything's there.
The laziest way to do things.
I can't
love
think of
it.
anything.
No, I know. It's all good.
May 21st, we got me and Jet Ski's show Offbeat at the Comedy Store.
Let's fucking go. There you go. Fucking that.
Yeah, that's best promotions too for that show. I love your promotions for that shit. Check those out. Go check out Joel Jimenez Comedy just to check out the promotion for his show. It's so funny.
Yeah, I'll be opening for Felipe Esparza this weekend.
And he's going to be doing comedy for
Yeah.
Felipe Esparza.
Yeah, you gotta become a vegan, dude. Yeah.
He's going to be fucking you, dude.
I got it.
You gotta go to, like, opening.
Hey, what's up, fool? You gotta lose weight, fool. If you want this affair to continue, fool.
My stomach's hitting your
I'm not
cheeks.
sexually attracted to you.
I'm not
this
sexually
way.
attracted, fool. What do you got?
May 9th. I'm going to be in Orange County on May 9th. San Clemente on May 10th.
It's not doing comedy, just there.
Oh, Comedy Mafia coming up on Sunday the 4th, I think. Check out
Yeah, it is.
at Not Hormones at the for other dates, but come to Comedy Mafia. It's the 1 year anniversary. It's going to be so fun at the Comedy Store.
Dogs of Browntown.
That's been Dogs of Browntown. Shouts out to Drew. Shouts outs to Mo, the best producers in the game.
Producing it.
Let's go.
That's been Dogs of Browntown. We love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
And we have that whole blunt.